Hello and welcome to what has now been the fourth week of no public open for inspections here in the Sydney real estate market. So we're going to go and have a look at what the effect has been over this last month and what we're going to be going to do about that to help us move forward. So looking at inquiry here from the 25th of March through till now, you can see here this is Easter, and this has been really the last sort of 2 weeks. So unfortunately, this week's actually seen a drop of inquiry for us on around 17%. Could be a number of factors there, but at this stage, 17% down from last week. When we look at tenants registered, also down, but only by 13%, and that's mainly due to Anzac Day being on Saturday, and Saturday always being our busiest day for inspections. So without that Saturday there, would have been a different outcome. But what's interesting, we've actually had over the last 3 weeks is a short week for 3 weeks. So we had before Easter, after Easter, and now Anzac Day. So going into now the 5th week here after the no open for inspection restrictions, we're going to have our first 6-day week. So we really would expect to see some greater numbers come through that, potentially getting into a more normal cycle. Just going to markets. So looking at the Sydney market, or the inner ring as we call it, here, so Zetland, Waterloo, Pyrmont, Potts Point, Sydney and Surrey Hills and Woolloomooloo, all on the up and up. So those volumes are all creeping up exponentially week on week. Now, all due because of we've got the Airbnb market coming back into the long-term market, as well as corporate tenants basically handing back the keys. That's added to that volume as well. And then also the slow uptake of tenants actually coming back into that market. So the combination of those 3 things there has led to these very, very large numbers in volumes in those particular markets. When we move a little bit further out, so say Crows Nest, St Leonards, Wentworth Point, Ermington and Macquarie Park, with the exception of the St Leonards 2-bedroom market, it's pretty much business as usual, really not seeing too many spikes of volumes through those particular markets. When we go into the southwest, down here into Riverwood and Hurstville, certainly the same there, steady as she goes. And then down in Penrith, very similar story as well. So what we're doing now is moving into the 5th week. What we've worked with our software partners to provide is a better platform for tenants to be able to go and book inspections without them being a public open for inspection. So for every property now moving forward with us, we're going to be having at least 2 times available per property per week for tenants to book into. Prior to that, it was a bit of a demand model where if there was tenants really driving to go and see that inspection, they would be available to go and see it. However, now for every property, they're going to have that same opportunity. We do expect on this sort of self-serve model, using the software from the tenant's end, that we're going to see those tenant bookings start increasing up. So we'll be watching and measuring that throughout the week. So if you've got any questions about your property, about any of the markets that we've mentioned here, more than happy to help. But that's it, and bye for now. Thank you.